You know what seems strange to me? We act like people die at the hospital.
It looks like blocking.
I mean, some do, of course, but for most of them, it was the last moment where they could have been saved.
Come on.
And that moment is long gone by the time they get here.
Just give me a minute, please.
Something you can do.
Now close your eyes,
Stop.
man.
Stop it.
He's dying. That dude shot him.
Pumping an artery. You're
He's
making
dying, man. Help him. They coming back, man. They coming back, man.
Everything's gonna be okay.
How much blood did he lose?
If you're asking whether what you did at the scene saved the kid, yeah, it did.
This is Dr. Ellison.
Yes?
The boy you saved, I'm his daddy. What can I do for you?
The others, they're gonna be coming in.
What do you want from me?
I want you to save him.
Some measure of playing God is necessary to do the job. You take that outside the hospital, and there will be complications.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of TV Junkie Jennaration. This is going to be an early review of a show I'm really excited about. It's USA's new show called Complications. It premieres June 18th at 9 p.m. on USA. All right, listen. I don't get excited about many shows. Well, actually I get excited about a lot of shows, but this one is really interesting. It's around Dr. Ellison, and he's a complicated suburban doctor who's dealing with the fragments left from the death of his daughter, and who's just, you know, a complicated man. But then out of nowhere, he becomes this vigilante when he's the only one to step in when a boy is caught in the middle of a gang drive-by and shot. And when that happens, he takes some actions that then really unfold and unfurl into his entire life. And when he realizes that this boy still has a hit on him because of the gang war going on, he is now basically put in the middle of this gang war and becomes this vigilante doctor who has to compromise his morals so many times for, you know, the right reasons, which is something we all struggle with, and maybe in smaller ways. So that's what the show really is about. So let's get into the pros and cons. Pros, love the cast. I think they did a great job casting the Dr. Ellison, and I also love that we see a little throwback here to people who love Gossip Girl. Jessica Shore from Gossip Girl, she plays Gretchen. She's this tattooed lesbian nurse, and at times the saving grace of her boss. She is a really interesting character. If I find her a little bit unlikable at first, but then all of a sudden, after a few scenes, you love the way she handles things. And this is an interesting quote she said about her role as Gretchen. She said, "Gretchen always tries to make the best out of a bad situation, even if it's not the right way." And that happens a lot. And she's not the normal boring female character. She's multi-layered. She's from a foster home. She was abused, but you find yourself rooting for her. And I love the way she auditioned for this. Her audition tape she sent in, she had her 12-year-old, I think it was her 12-year-old younger sister, play the role of the lead doctor for her audition tape, which was interesting. So I love that they, this cast, it's interesting, it's dynamic, it's not faces we've seen all the times. These are multi-layered characters, which I love. That's one of my first pros. Second pro, there are some incredible scenes, as you will see in the trailer, that are just amazing. The way that they're acted out, the scene in the car, you can literally feel the emotions, like they're palpating. You can feel them pulsing through the TV into you. These characters give everything to their roles, and I love that. There were multiple times where I rewound a couple scenes because I just found them so moving, and there's nothing more than I love than seeing an actor do something they're amazing at. And I just really, really loved that these actors gave it all into these characters, and that's what a show like this needs. So that's definitely my second pro. My third pro, this isn't some boring doctor show. This is about, right and wrong, and sometimes having to do the wrong thing in order to have a right outcome, sacrifices, family, gang wars, violence, everything. There are so many layers and so many different things going on that it really brings you in, and there's a character for everyone to attach to. There's a storyline for everyone to attach to and relate to. And I love that USA found a way to weave all these interesting storylines together that weren't boring, but still found their way to interlace together where you weren't confused, but you were just drawn in, and I love that. Trust me, you're not going to be disappointed. Cons, really the only one that I can say is that, there are a lot of storylines going on, and I hope, we have, I think, 10 episodes this season. So there is time to really flesh out all those storylines, and I have seen multiple episodes. But sometimes in the beginning you can feel like, oh, there's so many storylines going on, I'm confused, I don't know if I can catch on. That, to me, is really the only con, but that will work itself out as the episodes go on and flesh themselves out. So that's really the only con I can say. So that's it. Complications USA. I'm so excited. June 18th, 9 p.m. on USA Complications. I give it 8 hair flips. You're going to love it. I'll see you next time.